does need to just out-DM Fasadin to get this back cap in, like, well, 2 back caps, basically. And I think...
Stream offline.
Okay.
Alright, awesome.
Okay,
yeah,
back.
I mean, I feel like... now, I don't know much about these teams, and I don't really know much about, you know, the players within, so I do feel like Carnifex versus Fasadin should be kind of an interesting DM battle. I'm kind of curious to see how they go about it and what really comes out of it, just because, sure, Fasadin does have the overheal, but it's only about 16 health. It really shouldn't do too much.
Oh, we do see the on-pause right here. He is going to just try and contest this.
Yeah, he's got a lot of health, but he gets a nice me shot. Fasadin saving the game right there. He's going to be staying on the last point to make sure that nobody else does push onto it. And it does seem like IDK are going to be able to grab that second point. But in the meantime, they do actually lose their soldiers, so it's going to be very easy to recap.
Fasadin is up, and Delagin, whatever that name is, and they are going to win this. Fenneks will be capturing this point, and that will make it 1-1 in the scores. This is a very, very tight game, and it does seem like both teams are very well equipped to play each other, and I just want to see how this works out in the end.
Yeah, I mean, you can see both teams just really have equal, fair playing field, I guess. I mean, they are just both great teams, or at least it seems like it, and what they've been doing throughout this game is pretty awesome. That's why they are at even scores right now. We're going to see both teams getting to the mid-fight.
Get first, well, the red demo will get to the mid first, and I think that IDK Volpo is going very, very aggressive onto the soldier, but he will not survive there, and Fenneks will come out on top in this mid fight.
You see the scout trying to go onto the medic there, but that is actually a wipe for IDK. And
wow.
Only the soldier going down for Fenneks right there, so it does just seem like Fenneks should really be able to just push onto second, take second really easily.
They do have a lot of spawners, so you could see...
No, they won't contest this unless they're completely stupid.
No.
I mean, they are going to be able to defend it. They are going to try. I mean, they've got the heavy right now, but the Uber advantage is just too great. I mean, they are all just going to be able to heal, get those buffs, and then rush into last. So we are just going to be waiting for that. I mean, you know, we see Screw on 100%, 70%. They should just push in on this. They know they have the advantage, and they need to just use it. That's all they need to do. See the Uber actually coming in pretty quickly, though. The heavy staying up on that pipe. So we do see the Scout flash just to try and pick off a lot of damage to him. He is on 50 health to get taken down by Delgin right there, and the point is almost cleared out right now. The soldier taking a lot of damage as well.
Fenneks are going to...
Fenneks is medic just walking into blue spawns right there. And he's just going to be trying to get onto the point. This doesn't seem like it's going to work, and it's just rain up.
And that is absolutely amazing defending by IDK, and they do wipe Fenneks. They looked very, very strong there. I think they should have been more aggressive. I thought Fenneks would have probably benefited from being a little bit more aggressive, popping as soon as they got it, and at the end of the day, they didn't do that. They are going to hold, well, they are going to try and hold the lobby, but that is a very, not the lobby, they are going to try and hold this, but it's a very bad idea to do so, and we do see the Uber coming in from IDK, and they are going to try and get the pick on the medic. He got an Uber saw on the medic, and that will see Mr. What's his name in Russian? I've got no idea what I'm going to call him. Okay, Lippy. I'm going to call him Lippy for this. But yeah, Lippy will have the Uber advantage here. Around 40% of the Uber advantage. Not really a slight one, but if they knew what they were doing, they'd probably just go in straight for it on the second point when they get the Uber.
No, I mean, IDK know they have the tad bit of an advantage, but I feel like it really won't be much to act upon. But whilst I said that, rain does actually go down, so Fenneks should be looking actually a bit weaker than maybe they'd hoped. It does seem like IDK are just going to be pushing up the top area, going through the balcony, and just really rushing onto them just to be able to do a bit of damage. You're going to see Buffalo Bill just trying to just kind of look and make sure nothing happens. He does try to spam out the scout, but that's not going to be enough. They are going to be pushing into last already as well. Nice pipe out of the medic right there. And we do see actually the demo man getting an air shot right there. But I mean, a lot of Fenneks right now is very weak, just 2 up. So that should be another round to IDK unless something incredible is pulled out the bag.
Yeah,
but apparently it isn't.
IDK will definitely take that round. And good on them as well, because they showed the aggression in that game, and it did really pay off, and Fenneks didn't look as strong as they did on the first game that they played. And I think that we need to see more aggression from Fenneks, otherwise this could end up in IDK's favour this game. And the Fenneks Demoman has gotten to the middle first, although he does have the less health than the other one. You just see a little bit of scout-on-scout bulk action there. The soldiers, the roaming soldier is going to try and get the med, and he does not pull it off.
It does.
And
the med went down.
No, the soldier for IDK tries to get the med.
Okay.
Yeah, but he does not pull it off, and there's only the demo up at this moment for IDK. So yes, Fenneks did did see what they were doing wrong, and they did go aggressive. IDK will pull out the spy here, and let's see if they get a few sneaky little backstabs. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll actually get the camera onto the spy, because spies are, you know, like, they're rare to an extent, and I'd love to see something out of that. So that is pretty much all I'm going to be seeing. Just kind of relying on the kill feed. He's getting up behind the medic. He kills the medic. Medic down. Very nice pick by them. That just means IDK should really be able to contest this a lot better. And Fenneks looking a bit annoyed, which does kind of suck for them. But they should really be able to still hold this second. I mean, we see Turbo Tabs just sat around these boxes waiting for some people to get onto the point, and just look like he's just going to jump up. He jumps over, but he just gets wrecked.
He's going to kill the demo. He's going to kill the demo though, which is kind of a fair trade. Well, trade there. I think that they would have wanted to get the demo so they can push forward more. And Fenneks obviously are going to push back in because they don't have the demo in this situation. So. Oh, but we do see the Uber from Russian guy, and he is going to hold. IDK are going to hold this just about against Fenneks, and Fenneks are going to retreat because they only have 3 players up. IDK obviously with a full team. They're gonna build here. They're probably gonna pop as soon as they get this. Because not as soon as, but when they get to the correct point. Yeah, they did pop.
Yeah, we're just going to see just a scout Uber. I mean, it is a bit strange. I mean, none of Fenneks was really with him. Kind of a questionable Uber. He could have done so much more with that. But the scout did take out the medic, I believe, or at least the medic did die somewhere in that. And a lot of IDK is very weak. They're in no position to try and contest this. It should be Fenneks just rushing in. I mean, the demo man did go down, but I feel like they have the willpower to be able to go for it. But FNX are just not really using their advantages, which kind of sucks.
I mean, yeah, totally. Like, FNX are really... I do think they're playing a lot better now than they were and showing the aggression. But I don't think that they are kind of... They're kind of holding back a little bit just to make sure, which is okay in some scenarios, but others they need to try and tactically position themselves a little bit better so they can get, like, more of the picks. For example, we've seen them quite a lot, Fenneks being bundled together and just the demo man having a massive fest, basically, of just pipe spam onto those big groups.
You see the Uber actually coming in very early right there, just pressuring onto that heavy. That heavy really hasn't done anything for any of these for these last points. We do see Fenneks just doing a lot of damage, and that has to be another round for them.
Yeah, it will be another round for Fenneks, and rightly so as well. They did show the more aggression against IDK in this game. So we'll just have a look at the rollouts at this moment. It is all tied up in the 5th round. Here, IDK versus Fenneks eSports, or IDK eSports versus Fenneks eSports. But we are going to see who will get first. Fenneks, the Fenneks demo man has got considerably, to mid faster than the other demo man. And this will probably be a mid to Fenneks unless IDK can pull something out of the bag, which is never unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, IDK just did take a lot of damage, and the medic had to fall out pretty quickly. We do see Rain kind of overextending a bit, you know, trying to spam through the ramp room and just trying to do something basically right there. But the medic did stay alive, which is crucial, which means IDK should really be able to contest yard. Maybe want to fall back a little bit because they don't have any of their soldiers. It does seem like Delgin is going to try and rush them, or at least pressure them back into second, which did work. He just one scout pressuring the entire team back onto second is something which is pretty bizarre.
The scouts will probably go back to the flanks at this point. I'm not sure why
Big plays!
One of the scouts is playing in the mid, but they are one of the scouts is going to go the left side. Yeah, and I think they'll probably trade here. I'm not sure, but probably need a big play or something if they don't want to trade here. They're going to try and...
Easily. They are just going to trade. Like, one team is going to push in and then the other's going to contest it. Both Ubers are equal and IDK had the advantage for too long. But they didn't do anything, and I don't get it. They could have easily pushed out the other players. They had the Uber.
Fenneks are trying to do at this moment is put loads and loads of pressure onto that medic to make sure... Try and get them to pop first, and then they will pop. They kind of want a trade in Ubers, but they want theirs to last longer, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Something like that. So we are going to see Fenneks just trying to pressure into this left-hand side here. We see Carnifex and the Scout doing a bit of work. Carnifex going a bit huge and forcing the Uber, and they can't hit him. He's just jumping around. He does get taken down by Infurious very quickly though, and that was the Uber very early right there, which does mean IDK did lose quite a few players and are being pressured out of second. There are some very nice Scout plays right there, and that's something that you don't get to see very often, which is brilliant.
IDK, absolutely brilliant. Holding there, they knew what the medic, Russian guy, we'll just call him for this. The medic knew exactly what he wanted to do there. He knew we should go back, that we should go out, wait a little bit, wait for the seed to calm down, and then go back in and jump and hold this point. And absolutely brilliant plays there by, I think, the medic, knowing what exactly to do and making sure that his team is protected.
Yeah, we do see about equal Ubers, maybe about a 10% advantage for IDK, but I doubt that's really going to happen because we've seen the Uber advantages this game and nothing is happening, which upsets me greatly. But
I mean, they already have a 10% Uber advantage at the moment, to be fair to them, and that isn't really enough. Like, look, now they're on par with Ubers, so it doesn't really that much of a difference, but it could if they tried.
Yeah, they could have like trying to be an aggression. We do actually see Rain. It's kind of interesting where Rain is sat. Pretty different spot. I mean, it might work. I believe he'll probably be seen very quickly and taken out pretty quickly. Fenneks holding pretty forward. Screwer taking a lot of damage though, having to fall back a little bit, not really being able to hold as forward as maybe the rest of the team want him to, not really being able to support his team as much. Scout pressuring him from the left-hand side though, not really anything happening there. And we're going back to the age-old 6 versus 6 game of get a pick, then push. And it's a lot of stalemate and it's a lot of waiting. So hopefully we'll see a pick coming in soon and hopefully we'll see something. We see Carnifex actually trying to bait
I mean, we see
around for the soldier.
We see the Fenneks on the left side, and then we see IDK on the right side, or vice versa, depends on which way you're looking at it. And they do have a pick at the moment, but they are not. Fenneks do have a pick at the moment, but they are not gonna push through on the pick. I'm not. Yeah, they'll just try and be a little bit aggressive here. And yeah, I do think they're gonna Uber in a minute. No, they're gonna Uber on Valk possibly. Yes, they will. They will Uber on Valk. That was a terrible decision by Fenneks there. Pretty much a waste to do that, and we will see a pause for some reason. I have no idea why they had a pause there.
Yay, more broken hoods. It's freaking fantastic! But XZR did actually go down very quickly right there, and the Demo Man should really be respawning at some point. But I mean, the massive advantage for IDK does mean that surely they'll be able to take it. I do believe that IDK's Uber should really be coming in pretty quickly, just to kind of clean up, and the idea that basically the soldier is bombing in for him now. So hopefully we'll see a force, hopefully we'll see something interesting.
To be honest, it was an absolutely terrible Uber from Screwer. I mean, he went up onto the balcony and decided to Uber there, and they did spot that, and they just spammed the hell out of that balcony, and that does mean the medic is going to have to go early, and everyone's basically launched up into the air, which way and what, and the Uber is basically wasted now because he hasn't got Uber onto everybody, and as you can see, there's a lone soldier there, just standing there, who's pretty much dead, and then then Screwer is alone as well. I think that, yeah, probably IDK will defend this and then go back in. I've absolutely no idea what's going on at this moment. They unpaused and Delgin is for some reason capping the point now. And
Cheating!
He's cheating!
Cheated!
He's
Bonus
cheating.
to the Uber coming in from IDK
Does
very
get
quickly.
reset.
My hood is broken, which absolutely sucks. Somebody, please fix that. That'd be nice. So we are actually going to see Fenneks falling out of there just because of their awful Uber choices, and we should actually see IDK being extremely aggressive right now.
Obviously, IDK will be aggressive now, and rightly so as well. Screwer isn't able to get any heals onto anyone so far, and is apparently alone. I've got no idea where he is, but I will try and find him. Yeah, he's dead. Oh god, my HUD is broken. I am sorry, everyone who is watching this. HUDs are bad. They really, their makers should be beaten to death. But anyway, this is 6v6, so let's get on with the game. And Fenneks will be trying and holding on to this last point. There will be just, I think, an Uber advantage from IDK, which they will use straight away. And then Screwer will have a 50% Uber advantage, but won't be able to use it this game, and I think this game will definitely go to IDK, and rightly so as well. Well done to IDK.
I don't know, I wouldn't say that maybe they deserved it, in the sense that it's not IDK winning, it's just Fenneks losing. I mean, IDK Volpa missing his jump right there, that's not something you should see. I mean, it's not really, I don't know, I don't think IDK are winning, it's just Fenneks is losing and they're not really going to be able to do anything. So we are actually going to see them getting to mid. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, wait,
they
was
did
that
have
round?
a pause because one of their players did drop, but he, obviously because of Steam Pipe, they got back in straight away. And IDK are just going to take this mid straight away. They don't give a damn.
Oh, my
what the other
HUD's
team's
really
doing.
freaking broken. Oh.
They will.
Yeah, Fenneks just didn't even turn up to mid right there.
Yard. No, because they one of their players did drop, but I
Yeah.
think that yeah, they will just hold yard here, and they pretty much know what they're doing. Fenneks will have the slight Uber advantage. If they knew what they were doing right now, they'd just push in straight away and get that med to charge, but they don't. Both of the meds are safely on Uber.
Yeah, we are just gonna kind of see just the get a pick and then someone will move and it'll be good.
It'll be
the
tip
game
versus
is
tar, basically.
Yeah, the game is actually to a difference of 5, so it's going to be the first to a 5 difference. But there's only 5 minutes left on the clock as well.
And Turbo
so
Tap
it's just
does
kind
go
of
down. Does go down, so they will try and go onto the flank if they know what they're doing, but they are stuck. The Demo and the Medic are stuck at this moment, and they can't do anything about it. They will be forced in because that spam, but now they go. Now Fenneks, very, very well played by Fenneks, and they will have an Uber advantage on them. Well, not an Uber advantage, but a pop advantage on them, which will help, but not that much because IDK did recover from that quite a bit, and they will probably be standing their ground here. Actually, no, they will be retreating here, and they will be trying to get back, and they will just give this to Fenneks.
Yeah, I mean, they're in no position to hold it. I mean, it's just a 1-player advantage. Make that 2-player advantage with XZR going down very quickly. So absolutely huge plays. We're going to see Fenneks getting onto this point right now. And they are just going to keep on going. I mean, Satan Rocks or XZR is still down and furious. Pretty much only just spawning or getting to yard right now, really being able to hold with his team. And the Uber advantages are minuscule in comparison to what they could actually use with it. So they're just going to be trying to hold on to the second point. FNX does have the Uber though, so I'm going to predict they're going to go around left-hand side. It does mean
They
it
both
does
have
look... Yeah, I know, but IDK did get it a little bit later. It does look like FNX is just kind of teasing this right off, but I feel like they are just going to go ahead and push through left. I mean, that's kind of the logical thing to do right now, just kind of something that we've seen them do before. And we'll probably see, again, we see Mr. Guilty just spamming over those boxes, getting a nice
We
sticky
do
onto
see the
demo.
combo coming in. They are going to go through the right side. They're just going to switch,
they're not.
rotate on them at this moment. No, they are. IDK are coming through the right side.
Left. Okay. Uber pops.
Either way you look at it, like, you can look at it from different angles. If you know what I mean. But they will get down that net, IDK, and this is quite funny to see what's going to happen here. Are Fenneks... No, Fenneks are not going to push in here. Or maybe one of their soldiers will, and the demo man will as well. Very stupidly, I think, because then they will just be forced to go out or be taken down, just like IDK have done, which gives them a 3-player advantage, well, 2-player advantage on IDK. Sorry, on Fenneks, and they will be being more aggressive and trying to take this mid once again.
Yes, so we're going to see IDK's aggression really pay off right now. We see Fenneks only just getting a couple of respawns, not really going to be able to do anything too significant. I'm going to see IDK quickly making the aggression straight onto the next point. They have the Uber advantage. They know that they're at an advantage. Fenneks are going to look to maybe hold yard, but I don't think it's really going to be a smart decision to an extent. It's just really not going to pay off in their favor. We are hopefully going to see something happening just about now. It does seem like IDK are going to go left. I'm not really sure what they're doing. It does seem like Infurious is just going to be trying to spam over that yard area. See the Uber coming in extremely earlier from IDK. I don't know if that was a force or not. The demo man is Ubered a bit later on, though. We see Infurious. I'm going to say it's Infurious. Hiding up in this top room right now, just trying to be able to do a bit of work from behind. But IDK really didn't get anything out of that, and neither did Fenneks.
Yep. And I think that Fenneks will just be drawing back at this moment. If they don't, that's very, very stupid. Yeah, they will be trying to draw back. And they will... I'm not sure if Fenneks will be able to hold this last.
Yeah, I mean, Fenneks...
the Uber advantage right here.
Yeah, Fenneks did just lose quite a few players there. I mean, it's about a 50% advantage, and you've seen Granary last just kind of change quite a lot. I mean, the Uber advantage is going to be, of course, an advantage, but I still feel Fenneks could really be able to do this. There is only 1 minute and 30 seconds left into the chicken nugget time clock right now, so we are going to be seeing the Ubers pretty much getting to 100% around the same time. I doubt IDK are going to really be able to capitalize on this Uber advantage, but we do see Mr. Guilty getting killed by a sticky trap right there. So we are going to see the Uber rushing in from IDK, and then Fenneks just cock blocking them in the door. We're going to see IDK just trying to jump out of that point. We see one soldier on there. Nobody's really trying to contest it. Nobody's really alive, and that's going to be another round for IDK. And that is IDK got to be winning this
and
map.
that is, there go the GGs, and I think yes, IDK will win this map. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the next map, which is...
Process,
which is my favourite map, apart from maybe Badlands. And, yeah. So,
yeah, I mean, there is a bit of time left on the clock, so, I mean, there's a couple people getting to mid, and they may try something, but, I mean, it's impossible for Fenneks to be able to win this, or even bring it up to a draw. So we are just going to be waiting for this round to end, and we're actually going to be heading on over to Process. This has been IDK versus Fenneks. My name's been Hayden. Joining me tonight has been Temioman. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this cast, and we'll see you all in the next one. But we won't really.